Hey Sofrito Lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you another mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop and salsa. I am participating in the Suave Boom and Dolce Foodie June collab, the June ASMR mukbang collab, and this week we are bringing you pizza. What is the pizza I'm bringing you? I am bringing you from Brothers Pizza in Bronx Little Italy, because there is a Little Italy in the Bronx. In fact, it was the first one. I am bringing you some Brothers Pizza, a delicious, amazing pizza place in Little Italy, Arthur Avenue. It is a meatball, onion, and mushroom pizza. One more time, mira esta belleza, mira esto. Oh my God, esta pizza está de show. Look at me, folks. Look at the fresh cut. My bear over the weekend. This weekend I was visiting my bear in Washington Heights, and he gave me a fresh to death cut. Just my face. Actually, I combed my hair for once. But look at this, he gave me a goatee. I am looking, yo me veo de lo más chuchi. Yo estoy de show, mi gente. Yo estoy de show. I am looking good. Been talking too much. Look at this pizza, mi gente. Meatball, onion, mushroom. Brothers Pizza from Bronx Little Italy. One more time. Yes, there is a Little Italy in the Bronx. I live close by to it. Washing it down in my X-Men tune tumbler. This guy right here, that's Cyclops. He's the leader of the X-Men. I got some raspberry ice crystal light. Delicious, mi gente. I hope you are doing well. I am in good spirits, folks. I'm back in the Bronx. I spent the weekend in Washington Heights with my bear. First time we've seen each other in 4 months. There were lots of hugs and kisses and other stuff. I cooked up a storm. Oh, this pizza is so good, guys. I cooked up a storm. David refers to me as his personal chef, which is fine because he's my personal dishwasher. After I cook a feast and I just destroy a bunch of pots and pans and utensils and dishes, he's the dishwasher. So you want me to cook for you, you better wash the dishes for me. He's watching this, so I'm just reminding him. I'm his personal chef and he's my personal dishwasher. Fantastic weekend. A lot of hugs and kisses and other stuff, and it was just so wonderful to have my partner again and to have my bear. But I'm back in the Bronx for a couple of days because taking care of some work stuff that I definitely need to do here. But this weekend, heading back to the Bronx, heading back to Washington Heights. Just participating in this week's collab, which is pizza. Next week will be sushi, and then the last week will be desserts. So as you guys noticed from the title, I got back to the Bronx last night. Like I've said a million times, I live behind the park. Now that it's getting warmer, a lot of people have decided they're gonna go to the park. Some people wear their masks and gloves and socially distance, others don't. So the park is really lively. I'm a night owl. I do my best writing, my best thinking, my best planning, my best prepping, everything at night. So it's not unusual for me to be up at 2, 3 in the morning, especially now that we're working from home and I don't have to start work until like 11:30. I don't get up early, I don't need to. So about maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I just hear this weird rustling behind, like in the park, like outside. And I'm like, okay, what's that weird rustling? Now, The park that I live behind is not a heavily dense park. There's a couple of trees that are far and few in between. It's a very open park. From any vantage point, you can see the entire park. And it's not even a huge park. It's pretty much a small neighborhood park. So I'm hearing all this rustling and just weird noises. And I'm like, okay, who's in the park at 3 a.m. making noise? Because usually the party around here ends between 12 and 1 o'clock. You know, between 12 and 1 o'clock, my neighbors pack up the DJ, they pack up the picnics, they pack up the drums, they pack up the dominoes, they pack up everything that they do to make noise. Everybody shuts off the boom boxes, shuts off all the, the digital little stereos and all the stuff that they blast all night in the park. So I'm hearing these weird noises. Walk up to my window, see right over here this nice light source. That's the park. I don't have any curtains or blinds. I like the light to come in. Walk over to the window where I can very clearly see some park benches, where I clearly see a man and a woman definitely having a good time with each other. Just humping and bumping and jumping in the park at like 3 a.m. on a park bench that's very visible to anyone who's driving by or anyone that's in any of these buildings. Just having a big old park orgy just with themselves. And apparently they were having a good time because they were both real nice and loud, and hearing a couple of oh my gods and a couple of moans and groans, and they were just a man and a woman just having fun, just effing the whole night away. And I'm like, wow, in a public park, three in the morning, and not even a dense park. I'm telling you, this is an open air park. I get it. I'm not stupid. In New York City, parks like Central Park, Pelham Park, Fort Tryon Park, these parks that are heavily wooded and dense where, you can walk in and just not see anything because of the trees and the foliage. Those parks are hookup parks. Men, women, straight, gay, bi, trans, everything. People go into those woods and they do whatever they want to do that they don't want to do in their car, their home, or the motel. Not stupid, not naive. This park is nowhere near like one of those parks. But these people decided, man and woman, to be on a park bench where everyone, Jesus, God, children, me, everyone can see. Hey, Sofrito Lovers, sorry, some technical issues. I have a roommate that always feels the need to call me whenever I'm filming a mukbang and just throws everything off. So, as I was saying, man and a woman in the park, doing what comes naturally and doing it very loudly and very openly on a park bench for like a long time. Somebody must have taken some Viagra. I looked, and even though they're doing this in public, I recognize that it's none of my business. I mean, everyone has the right to do whatever they want to do, and if you want to break the law in that way, that's your right. I'm a lot more of a subtle, more traditional kind of guy. But they're doing their thing. I don't want to watch. I don't want to see them doing the nasty at 3 a.m. So after like 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes of watching, then, I came back and I came back to what was my business. But yeah, so this park has become a new form of entertainment between the fights and the wild animals and the nightly merengue reggaeton concerts and the public urination and girls getting in, ratchet little girls getting into fights and all. This park has become a new form. Like when I'm bored with whatever's on DirecTV, Netflix, and YouTube, I just look out the park because I will be entertained by my neighbors. And apparently now after 3 a.m. it's like, you know, adult time. So come back to the park. Come back to the Bronx after 3 or 4 days of being in the Heights, which, by the way, the Heights is no joke either. My partner will tell you that the people are partying down in the Heights. This quarantine is like, it's not even happening. Some folks are like, it's just gotten hot, I'm gonna be outside. Doesn't matter that it's 3 or 4 in the morning. We're gonna be blasting the music and we're gonna be partying and turning on pumps and doing all that good stuff. But yeah, this park. Hey, Sofrito Lovers, one more time. The roommate does not know how to text. So, you know what? It's karma. I'm talking about these people getting down in the park and the sex gods are are messing up my mukbang for shaming them. I'm not shaming them, but I'm just like, yo, can you not have sex in a public venue? In a park where you are complete? I'm talking about like, I can't emphasize enough how much in view of everything and everyone they were. Luckily, there was nobody else. Other than the fantastic entertainment that waited me on Tuesday night, I'm going to be here in the Bronx for the next couple of days, and then I'm going to head off back to the Heights on Friday. Probably close to Friday early evening or at night. Just doing fine, you guys. Enjoying my time with my bear. Enjoying my time in both my apartments. This pizza's bomb, guys. New York style. Yeah. I dropped some meatball and onion all over myself too. This New York style pizza, delicious. Brothers Pizzeria, Bronx Little Italy. One of the original Little Italies of New York City. It's still home to like old school Bronx Italians, but Little Italy is a lot more like Little Mexico. Actually, to be blunt, Little Italy has become Little Mexico, Little Yemen, and Little Albania. There's a lot of Eastern Europeans that live in that area too. So like a lot of ethnic neighborhoods in New York City, ethnic neighborhoods in New York City, especially older traditional ones, it's becoming more of an enclave for recently arrived immigrants from all over the world. So Little Italy could be, like I said, Little Albania, Little Yemen, and Little Mexico. With a lot of old school Italians from the Bronx that are there. Like these guys, a lot of the businesses that are in Bronx Little Italy are still very Italian. With the little Middle Eastern bodegas in between, and the little taquerias in between the gelato places, and a couple of little Albanian restaurants and Albanian bakeries interspersed there too. So, everything in New York City is always in transition and flux. Who lived in this neighborhood may no longer live there when you come back 5 or 6 years later. But it is considered like the center. Little Italy in the Bronx is considered the center of Italian American culture from the Bronx. And the pizza there I love Brothers, but there's other pizzerias there, and they're like amazing. Anytime you come to New York City, yes, you're probably gonna go to the Little Italy in Manhattan because it's downtown and it has a lot of shine and a lot of fame. But the Bronx Little Italy is worth going to. Get on that train and come uptown. It's in the part of the Bronx called Belmont. But it's really, Bronx Little Italy. Sofrito Lovers, I know we've had a lot of interruptions. Thank you for staying around. I'm gonna finish the rest of this off camera. Como siempre. Leave me a comment, actually. Before even the como siempre, leave me a comment. Déjame saber, what do you like on your pizza? I am a non-traditional topping guy. I'm not really big into sausage. I'm not really big into pepperoni. I like mushrooms, I like black olives, I like green peppers. I like certain things outside of the normal. This one's a meatball, mushroom, and raw onion. They asked me if you wanted the sauteed fried onions. I was like, no, I want raw onion. To give me that crunch and give me that raw onion flavor. But they were willing to fry the onions for me too. I was like, nah, not sauteed, not fried, raw. What are your toppings on your pizza? As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all the social media, Sofrito in My Soul. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I have a blog, sofritoinmysoul.com. Stay home, cook, or order in and taste for yourself. Have some culinary adventures at home. And como siempre, mucho amor.